One of the common questions that people on any kind of spiritual journey, if we can call it that proper, one of those questions that often people are seeking an answer for is, what is the purpose of life? Like, why are we here? Or perhaps, what's the purpose of my life? Now, the answer might shock you, and I'll explain why it is the correct answer and how you can tell. But I will say first, before I give you that answer, just so I don't shock you too much, that it's okay for there to be a purpose. If you want a purpose, if you want there to be a purpose, no problem. There can be a purpose. But I'm going to talk about ultimate reality today. Ultimate reality. This video is going to go under the, spiritual, general spiritual topics category, right? Genuine spiritualism, right? So, what is the purpose of life? Alan Watts, one of my favorite quotes, and I'm going to be paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact quote, but he said something along the lines of, life just is. There really is no purpose, ultimately. It's so simple and so beautiful and so elegant. Life just is. See, here's the thing with purpose. And again, it's fine if you want to have one. We're going to talk about that. But here's the thing with purpose. That's mind. That's concept. It's thought. There's nothing wrong with that. But remember this. Let's get back to basics here for you to understand this. Remember, body, mind, soul. Who are you really beyond the body and beyond the mind? If you said, I'm a soul, you answered correctly. But what is that really? What is the soul? Well, the soul is that which is aware. It's consciousness. It's also you. Who you are beyond the mind is simply being and existing. And if that sounds abstract, it is. And that's about as close as you're going to get to conceptualizing the soul. Here's the thing. The soul neither is nor is not. I'm going to share something really special with you right now. Hope you can keep up with me here. Okay, imagine, if you will, a place in outer space, a vacuum, a void, empty space. We call that nothing. Now you have a thing, a rock, and you can put it in the empty space. So you can have thing inside nothing. Okay, so that's duality, like the yin-yang, right? Duality. Thing, nothing. All right. What do you have when you have neither thing nor nothing? And you can't say nothing. What do you have when you have neither an object nor an empty space? Notice your mind, it keeps reverting back to like maybe visualizing an open, empty space, like a vacuum, like nothing, like a big nothing, right? Notice how it keeps doing that. If I don't have either, right, it always wants to go back to that. Like if you want to visualize it like a big white, empty nothing. Well, that's one of the things you can't pick. Okay, let's try this on another way. If you ask a physicist where the universe came from, where did the Big Bang happen? Because the universe is all places and things, right? Everything in the universe is every place and thing. Okay, so where did the Big Bang happen? Where did that take place? The physicist is going to go, well, yeah, about that. We don't really have a way to answer that question. And you're going to be like, what? Well, you don't know? And the physicist is going to say, no, it's not that we don't know. It's that before the Big Bang, there was no such thing as place. There was no up, there was no down, there was no side to side. So there wasn't a void or a vacuum, no. And there weren't things either, no. Right, notice how your mind cannot understand. Why? The mind is duality. Concept is duality. Thing, nothing. Yin, yang. Correct, incorrect. Plus, minus. Good, bad. Man, woman. Light, dark. Na, 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 na. Alpha, omega, right? All of those things. Past, future. Here, there. Me, you, right? Okay. Separation, duality, right. The mind can understand that. But the mind cannot understand non-duality. It cannot understand that, but it doesn't need to. Science has a hard time understanding and explaining singularity, which is another way of saying non-duality, which non-duality is a spiritual term. So here again, we arrive at the same place that we started. Life doesn't really have an intrinsic meaning or purpose. Because to say that there is a purpose is a concept. You're here and you got to do these things, and that's the purpose. That's why we're here. We're here to experience ourselves. Well, you're going to do that no matter what. Why? Because you are that which experiences. Oh, so that's the purpose. Well, yeah, but that's concept. That's the mind. To say that it's your duty to do something, like what's the purpose of this? That's the mind. The mind says, the mind is the one that came up with the question in the first place. What is the purpose? Who says there has to be one? Do you see where I'm going with this? I'm talking about ultimate reality, guys. Okay? I'm talking about consciousness, not spiritualism. And I'm not even talking about consciousness, really, because as soon as you say that there is an it for you to be talking about, you're technically already doing it wrong. See, if you ask a Buddhist, what is the self? What is ultimate reality? Who am I beyond the mind? They're going to go, shh. And you're like, what? Well, I'm just asking a question. Who are we? What is ultimate reality? Shh. You're going to be like, you can't talk about it. They're not even going to say that. They're not even going to say you can't talk about it. They're just going to like, they're probably not even going to go, shh. They're just going to smile at you, you know, and just not say anything, right? Okay. Now, Hinduism. All right, a Hindu is going to say, well, yeah, we can talk about it, but they're going to talk about it the way I'm talking about it, right? Thing, nothing. What do you have when you have neither of those? And the whole explanation about how you can't understand it and yada, yada, right? All the stuff that we just talked about. That's what they're going to tell you. And then they're going to probably tell you, yeah, a Buddhist says don't even talk about it. Why? Because as soon as you say that there is an it for you to talk about, you're already doing it wrong. That's a concept. So who's right, Hindu or Buddhist? Well, maybe they're both right in different ways. But that's the thing is, your existence as life itself is not a concept. It's beyond concept. It's beyond mind. So to say that there is a purpose or that there should be one, that's concept. Now, that's the true purpose of life. There isn't one. Life just is. But let's talk about, like I said, how there could be, and it's not necessarily bad, to say that there's a purpose. It's not bad at all. It is concept. It is separation. But hey, we're down here in this physical world, in a physical body, with a mind. It's all duality. I might as well have a good time while I'm here. Okay. I'm going to say my purpose is to awaken people. And here I am doing it. Or perhaps my higher self, my soul in heaven, perhaps it has some other purpose for me for which this life, what I'm doing in this life, fits into that. And then I've got other stuff I'm going to do too. So there's some greater purpose there. My dharma, I believe. I believe that's what that is. I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure that's what dharma is. I'm not officially, Buddhist or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of what that is, dharma. So yeah, there could be a purpose. There could be a purpose. The soul is mostly consciousness and partially information, but the higher you go up beyond your soul, the next level, the next level, the next level, the next level, the less meaning there is. The less concept that you're going to get. There's just the isness of self. So that's it, my friends. While you're down here, play the game. Enjoy yourself. You want a purpose? No problem. But the ultimate truth of reality is there really isn't one. Life just is. And if you want to live like that, that's not bad either. And definitely it'll take the pressure off, Maybe you'll be able to relax a little bit. All right, my friends, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and this video has benefited you. I'll see you next time. Bye now.